All right, so good morning, everybody. My name is Ekunayolo Atoyosi, also known as Banks, and I'm your major tutor for the Monday live sessions where we discuss how you can get better as a trader. It's very important that you mute yourself as we proceed, and if you know you can't, just leave the call. It's really not that difficult. So yes, let's start, guys, so that I don't remove you myself. So today we're going to be talking about a lot of things. I'll try to make it short and simple and interesting as possible. We'll also be talking about how money management also be part of what we'll be discussing this morning. Talking about money management and a lot of other things. So let's move, guys. So admit, yeah. So today we're going to be looking at different pairs that we will be trading together, which is the first thing, and also very important. Yeah, so the first pair that we're going to be looking at today is Euro Card. And today also makes it the last Monday live session in the month of October. So what an interesting time it is, guys. So now let's commence. So I'm going to be stating the reason why I took this trade to you guys. So just pay attention. First of all, this pair is Euro Card, as you can see. And on Euro Card right now, what we can basically see is the sales for the Euro Card, right? What we can see right now is I marked out the sell buyers for Euro Card. That's exactly what I did. So as you guys can see, I need you to mute yourselves. You guys are, please, nobody's a catch out. So as you guys can see here, what I did was I marked out this high that is here. And then, first of all, I'm going to change this to a line chart so that you guys can pay attention to what I'm talking about. I need you to just look at what we have going on here. Thank you. Just listen. I need you to mute yourselves. All right, so listen to this. Let me show you guys. So first of all, I'm going to convert this to line chart. Now, what do you see? Now, first of all, after converting this to line chart, you notice the fact that market created a low here and I had a break of structure, right? And then we had another break of structure here, which is basically like a double break of structure, right? And then we had the high, which is the retainer of where this structure break actually started. As you guys can see, that's the retainer of where the break of structure actually started. This particular high, right? So now, market then created this liquidity in between, right? As you guys can see, we have a liquidity in this center here. And so now the plan is, after having a double break of structure, market should push up price here. Market is expected to basically clear this liquidity area and activate the one that is higher than it and then dump. Now, if we then go ahead to convert this into candlesticks back, you will see clearly what I'm talking about. And what I'm talking about here, as you can see, is market created a high here, created this form of liquidity. As you can see, even despite the fact that the liquidity broke structure, it's just basically looking like a sacrificial lamp. A market should at some point push up price only to eventually sell at that area. As you guys can basically see what I'm talking about, right? So now the next thing that we're going to be looking at, we're going to be selecting another pair, and the pair would be the other pair we're going to be looking at is we'll be looking at Euro USD, GBP USD, NZD CAD, then XAU USD. So now let's look at Euro USD. So let's have a look at Euro USD. Now let's see if we have anything on Euro USD. Let's go to put this on D1. Now for the D1 time frame, Euro USD has sort of been selling for a while now. As we can see here, it's been selling since 30th of September. Okay. So now if we then go ahead to put this back on a 4-hour time frame, or what we should be looking for is a continuation of the shorts, unless we see a different narrative entirely. And what I would randomly do is I need to find an area of support that market can bounce back from, like a breakout test area, if that's possible. You guys see one? Let's look properly. Let's see if we see one. Okay. Let's look at it closely. You have markets looking like a short here. So if I'm going to be taking the sales, you need to look for an area around where it is right now, where market can short properly. Let me mark out a zone. Say, say maybe we have a break below this area. So now if you get a break below that area, then we can sort of say Euro USD might short to this zone, which is where the you can have a tentative buy around that area. So the second thing you want to do is now come back to like a smaller time frame, like come back to like a smaller time frame, like the 2 hour. On the 2 hour, it's even quite closer. On the 2 hour, it's closer. So is it that you find an entry here? Can every other person here hear me? So it's either you find an entry at the break of this low for the continuation of the sales, or you wait for this area. If you're scared, you wait for this area. All right, great. Thank you, guys. Or you wait for this particular area that is here, and then take the tentative buys. So let me mark it out for you so that those that will understand what I'm saying. So let's say, like, for instance, I want to take a short position. You take a short position for maybe like around here. Maybe you use your stop loss a bit. So in this area, then you want to short it all the way here. You can get a solid 83 pips trade here. What's your entry? Your entry would be 1.07690 area, or you can allow it to break it properly and put it here. So your entry could be 1.07585 or 1.076 area, anyone. Then your stop loss might be like say 1.07962 area. But basically apply risk management and all that. So yeah, you could get a sell to this particular buy region that is here. And this particular buy region can be another area where you can take the solid buys from, which is here. You can take the buys here. But if you have a break below these buys, because you could have your stop loss get hit, it's not 100% guaranteed, right? That's basically where risk management comes in place. So you applying risk management basically saves you from all this unnecessary drama. So if you have a break below this area, same okay, for instance, now market now breaks past this particular area that is here, then just know that the sales is going to continue all the way down. And that's just it for Euro USD. So for me, I'm looking at it continuing the sales. To repeat what I said, I'm looking at it continuing the sales to this buy area. Then maybe it's my buy a bit and react because of these zones that are here before. But if it gets here and then it breaks the stop loss area, I just know that the sales are going to continue. And that's pretty much it. So that basically brings us to another pair that we're looking at to trade. And the pair would be the other pair would be, let's look at GBP USD and XAUUSD. First of all, let's look at XAUUSD. XAUUSD. Okay, so let's put this on a 4-hour time frame. I need you guys to pay attention to what I'm about to say. I'm analyzing gold at one more pair and then that's it. So right now, what I will do is I'm going to put this on a 45 minutes. All right, let's explain this. All right. Okay. All right, guys, pay attention to this. Now, first of all, we had market creating a high here on XAUUSD, as you can see. This is a high that was created, as you guys can see. So let's look at this high as a possible retainer. Let's look at this high as a retainer, right? So now look at this, pay attention to these guys. Now, market's going to create something like this, where you have something like this. You have a high, right? That broke the structure of this particular area. Now, upon breaking the structure, they created a pullback here that broke structure of this other area that is here. Pay attention to this. This is where it gets a bit tricky. Now, I pushed up price here again. For me, some sort of way, if you look at this clearly, is giving there might be a buy entry that is coming. If you can look at it closely. Why? Because this was a low that was created. This low was supposed to break this other low that is. So that means this low was supposed to come lower. Say maybe for instance now you have something like this. You have something like this. This low was actually supposed to come here. So assuming this low came here, we can then say this break of structure 1 here, then this is another break of structure 2. They were expecting markets to push up price here and actually sell properly. That's what it's supposed to do. Are you guys understand what I'm saying? But then we have something called scaling in entry in gold. I'm going to be explaining that. Just pay attention to what I'm talking about. Now, in this case scenario, now what we are having is something like this, where instead of market breaking structure here to show us that the sales are actually continuous, yeah, what we can be looking at is we can take a scaling in entry. What do I mean by that? Because gold has sold off all these areas before. Yes, you can look at market pushing up price a bit and then taking a short position. That's fine. But it doesn't still negate the fact that we didn't have break of structure showing that there will be continuation of the sales. So even if you want to take the sales here, the sales can be a bit of low risk. Maybe just one position and then you can short it. But then what it is giving based off of what we see is that market is giving the buy patterns. And from what I'm looking at, it just might break it. So I'm going to mark out what I would do if I was in your case scenario. What I would do is, just pay attention to this. What I would do is I'm going to look for short areas here because of, okay, market reacted here initially, and this was like a break of structure. So let's imagine that this whole zone that is here, let's imagine that these particular 2 areas are all sacrificial lamps. That's fine. If market takes out these areas that is here, let's imagine that takes out these zones that is here and decides to short, I'm going to look for the sales around 27.49 area to sell. I'm going to just risk one position and all that. Bear in mind, it's not 100% guaranteed. Now, so next thing I'm going to do is, if then market basically doesn't respect my area and I want to take like the buys, I need to have a break above this high. A break above this high, for instance, now you can have a situation like this. Maybe, for instance, now gold maybe gets here, it sells a bit, and it pushes up price. Now, a break above this high not automatically means you should enter the trade immediately. Then just calm down. Market might create a retest. I'm going to explain. I'm supposed to explain a second scenario if market doesn't create a retest and just continues to buy. But that's a mentorship thing. I'm not going to say that. But normally, if market basically breaks that area, what you're supposed to do then next is get a scenario like this, allow it to push back up there, and then you take the buys continuously. That's pretty much it. Now, people ask me, oh, how do you get the time frame? How do you get the time frame to be this flexible? What you have to do first of all is check the overall trend. If you go ahead to check the overall trend on maybe like a 4 hour, you know that okay, this is either buys, this is either buys or sells. Look for strong zones that you know that if market breaks those zones, there's just a high probability that market will respect those zones after breaking it. And that's pretty much it. It's really not that difficult. That brings us to the next one, which is GU. So these are the criteria that you have to look out for before trading a particular pair. Say, okay, these are the things that I'm watching out for before I say that I'm looking at diving into the markets or picking this pair. Okay, does this pair meet up with the criteria that I'm looking at? Did it break structure? Did it do this? Did it do that? Once the pair falls into everything that you're looking at for, then you can trade it. If it doesn't, you don't stay away from it. And the fact that it meets up your criteria doesn't mean you'll be right 100% of the time. You can never be correct 100% of the time. That's what makes trading. You can't be correct 100% of the time. Once you normalize these facts, you are good. But if you don't, you just be living in a lie. Now, the area that I will be looking at, for instance, would be this zone that is here. And then this would be my markup area. So here. That'll be my markup area. This is the last pair. That'll be my markup area. And then aside from that, that'll be my markup area. Now let's change this back to line charts. Change this back to line charts. What do we have here? Okay, amazing. So let's go ahead and change this back to candlesticks. Now, what you would then do in this kind of scenario is now you've marked out this area that is above. Now that's the area where you're expecting the sales from, the short position. You're expecting it from here. Now you're going to be risking, say, first of all, you're looking at market shorts in here, and then now you want to drag the stop loss. Because you want to lower, you don't have time to be risking too much. And then you have a scenario like this. And then you have this. So this will be the scenario that we're looking at for GBP USD. And why is that? We have market push-up price here and break structure properly. So now this looks like an area that has not been properly mitigated. So now what we're looking at is market might push-up price above here and then we see a tank. Right? That's like the first case scenario. And then the second case scenario would be you can sort of mark out this zone that is here. This zone. This one. Now, this can be an area for a continuation sales also. Market can push up price into this zone, and then you set your stop loss around this area, and then you expect markets to get here and react. Why am I saying that? Because this area actually is an area where market has reacted from like bias peak or structure area. So if you mark out this, you can expect market to push up price into this zone, and then give you the sell continuation, and then you can have your stop loss maybe around here, and then that's just it. So that brings us basically to the bias for most of the pairs. So now GBP USD, I'm looking at the sales mostly. For me, I'm looking at the sales at this particular area, or at least for the while of the week. I'm also looking at it pushing down price. But NFP is this week, so you want to be careful. For gold, I showed you guys what we can be looking at. And it's basically important for you to learn all of these things, not just the trade for the week. You learning most of these things basically helps you as a trader and differentiates you in the sense that as you are learning a pattern that can be applicable to any other pair. You are learning a pattern that you can use continuously and not just something that is available to just that particular moment alone. Are you guys with me? So it's not something that is applicable to just that moment alone. It's something that you can use continuously for like different patterns and all that. Now, that brings us to the money management aspect. Now, one of the major challenges that most traders go through, even a lot of big traders out there, is how to manage their resources and the money that they're actually making. So a lot of people tend to make a lot of money and they are unable to manage the resources that they have based on their bad money management skills. They lack how to build, and navigate around whatever they have going on for themselves. And that basically brings us to the part where you need to learn the ability to diversify your funds as much as you become a successful trader. A lot of people are always on the quest to become successful Forex traders. The question is, what do you do after you become successful at trading? Is very, very important. What you do what you do after you become successful at trading is very, very important, and how you manage your resources and all that is very, 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 very important too. Do you get? So I think I'm of that notion myself. So, and how do you basically help yourself amidst all of that is, first of all, you need to have what you plan on using your money for outside of the trading space, which means as you make money in Forex, you see that, okay, this is what I want to use my money for. This is what I plan on using my money for. This is how I want to diversify my funds. And those things also sometimes needs to be outside of the Forex space entirely. Not everything always revolves around lifestyle. You can do lifestyle with a mix of other things that you have going on, and never live your life in validation for other people, right? And in as much as you make money, always understand that there are three phases of a man's life. And that three phases is the phase where, first of all, you get paid for what you do, you get paid for what you know, and you get paid for who you are. Most people never get to the latter part of getting paid for who they are, right? And it makes sense that we work every single day to get paid for who we are, right? So it might be a long-term play, but I need you to see past what is your 4-year plan? What is your 2-year plan? What is your 5 years plan? What is your 10 years plan while you are basically trading the financial market? A lot of people just basically want to make money for that moment. A lot of people just basically want to make money within like the first year of them trading and all that. Like, you need to see past that 6 months of profitability. You could just be lucky. You need to see past that 1 year profitability. What do you see, or where do you see yourself within like the next 5 years bull run, or within like the next 5 years run? Not bull run necessarily, but within like the next 5 years run, or like 10-year run. And also, what are the plans that you have outside of like the Forex space, and how you can then make money from trading and then diversify your funds into all of those things, right? And also, there are different applications to how you decide to like basically spend your money, right? Nobody needs to tell you how you want to spend your money, but we can obviously tell you how you can like manage your resources and become better as a person and even as a trader, right? And first of all, one thing you need to do is you need to increase your earning capacity, right? So you need to work on having more money, and as long as you're working on having more, you can have more money and also be entering into more debt, right? So one thing you need to do is that increase your earning capacity. Right? And how do you do that? You need to basically increase your knowledge, which means all of these videos, all of this knowledge that you are getting is very, very important for you as a person to build your knowledge base. Once you build your knowledge base, then you can now intensify the capacity of making more money, because the more you know, the most likely the more you actually be making more money. So seek to know is very, very important. So once you seek to know, then definitely you would make more money and also become resourceful to the society, one. And then once you start doing that, then money management is now something that now automatically comes in, which means you need to learn the ability to diversify your funds and also, apply the 40-30-20, the 40-30-30 rule into your spending, savings, and income habits too, which basically means you need to spend a little, invest, and also save money. And understand the fact that savings have never really brought anybody that far. Most people that you've seen out there that have become billionaires today, or millionaires today, have learned one thing basically, which is investments. You really cannot make so much money off savings alone, which basically means you need to basically seek more knowledge. You need to basically make more. As you are seeking more knowledge, basically would amplify your making more money. And after that, you need to learn the ability to invest. You can save, it's fine. You need money for rainy days, right? But also, it's very, very important that you learn the spirit of investment and understand the fact that nothing is 100% guaranteed in life. Nothing, absolutely nothing. Even job securities, this, nothing, right? So you need to understand the fact that, okay, I need to have a game plan for myself. Where do I see myself in the next couple of years? And also, what are the plans that I am making towards becoming a better person? Don't basically say, oh, I'm trading today, I'm making profit, tomorrow you are losing. Don't basically live a life of scalar. Have direction. and see where you are headed in the next couple of, thank you for the fire reaction, see where you are headed in the next couple of years down the line. Don't basically just follow the crowd or say, okay, this person is my mentor, or this person is my idol, this person is making money, da, 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 da. What are the other qualities that you can emulate from people outside of just lifestyle? Is what you should basically chase as a trader that is not currently profitable. What are the lifestyle? What are the things that are outside lifestyle that this person has that I can emulate as a good character? Are the things you should focus on, and you pay attention to all of those things. Those are the things that basically would help you scale, not just the Ferraris, the Lamborghinis, the whatever. Those other things that got that person to where they are is what you should focus. So most people, most poor people and unprofitable traders get carried away by focusing on those things that actually doesn't make any sense. Those things that, you know, those things that are not really the yardstick for you becoming profitable as an individual. Thank you for the reaction. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. So those things that are basically not it at all. You understand what I'm saying? So you learning the ability to focus on the things that actually count, like applying, seeking more knowledge. If it has to be a paid mentorship program, go ahead, run paid mentorship programs if you have to. If you can't, jump on sessions that can basically help you become better, like this Monday live sessions. You can watch the pre-recorded videos and all that. So there are a lot of things that can help you grow. Then the more knowledge you have, money now becomes a byproduct of you being a valuable person. And when you are now valuable, automatically things begin to flow in. You guys understand what I'm saying? Things begin to flow in. Then from there, you can now make more money. You have more money at this point. Money management comes in. You understand now that, okay, I can spend a bit, invest more, save my money, and then basically scale from there. And one of the greatest investments in life is yourself, because nobody at some point can really, really love you like you love you. So whatever you do, take care of yourself, invest in yourself, invest in seeking more knowledge, invest in your health, invest in taking care of yourself, because it's only when you are good, it's only when you have more that you can do more for those that are around you. Because in life, you can never give what you don't have. So if you don't have money, you can't give it. So instead of you trying to help everybody around you at the moment, try to be a better person first. Try to basically seek value first. And when you have more, then you can do more. Imagine Jesus was unable to perform miracles. He cannot do what he doesn't have. But he's a son of God and he had it in him, then he can do it. So you need to focus on the things that matter, which is also you as an individual, right? And then automatically things begin to streamline eventually. So focus on yourself. I get more knowledge. More knowledge automatically at some point converts to you being valuable. And when you're valuable, money comes in. And when the money comes in, learn how to manage your resources by spending less, investing your money, and also seeing how you can save a bit, and then things should automatically flow in at that point. And I pray God, guys, and protect every single one of you as you go into your new week, right? So we have our Forex signal that you can basically join if you want to get started with your Forex signals. We also have our deriv, and then we have the signal automation, and you can learn Forex for free from our website, which is www.goldledues.com. Yeah, you can learn Forex for free. You can get started there by learning your Forex for free there. And also you get to book a session with one of our representatives. Then we have our Lagos bootcamp coming up this month. I'm sorry, in the month of November, we have the Lagos bootcamp coming up where you meet other traders, you get to network with other traders, connect with other traders, and all that kinds of stuff. So you get to meet them, network with them, and we are trading Forex there live. I'm going to show you my portfolio. So there are things that you need to basically be networking and connecting yourself with people that have purpose and they know where they are headed, right? So you come around, and then, so if you know you want to get more information about all of this, send a DM or check our website at www.goldelitedues.com, and then you can, from there, there should be an icon that allows you to talk to us, and then God bless you as you continue. I say a quick prayer that God guides every single one of you as you go about your new week. In as much as you guys need me, I also need you, right? I won't be talking to thin air. So make sure you let people know where you're going. I know you're all big boys and girls and all that, but for those that are also outside Nigeria, make sure that you take very good care of yourselves. Let just one person know where you're going. And I pray God guides you and your families far and near. And make sure you trade responsibly this week. Don't basically just go all in and fire lot sizes without risk management in play. Have that in play and also be open to risks. And that's the only way you can make more money. I pray God protects you guys. And thank you. I'll see you guys next coming Monday. And bye for now.